Okay, you can see my screen, right? Okay, good. So in today's lesson, we're going to learn about superlatives. Superlatives. What is superlatives? Um, Superlatives adjectives. So let's look at the examples here we have. I need to buy a new phone. What's the best store? Okay, the best store. KR Electric, they have the lowest prices. They have the lowest prices. Okay. So here, this lady here, she used the best, and this man, he used the word the lowest. Okay. Now let's look at this conversation here between Matteo and Fabiola. I need to buy a smartphone. Try KR Electric. It's the biggest store in the city. Really? Yes. And their prices are the lowest. Thanks for the information. Don't forget to compare prices. That's the most important thing to remember. Okay. Now let us take a minute to read the conversation again, and we are going to answer these questions. You have only 1 minute to read it. If there are any words that you don't understand, please ask me. Okay, so Nihad, question number one. What does Fabiola tell Matteo about KR Electrics or KR Electric? Nihad, you still there?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, take your time.
Excuse, let me see. Yes. Yes. What's that? Um, it is a biggest store.
It's the biggest store.
Biggest store.
And what else? Yes. Yeah, that'll be enough. And what else? What else is she telling him?
The lowest price.
Yes, their prices are the lowest. Very good. Mo, what is the most important thing to remember? Uma, what is the most important thing to remember? It's okay. Read this line.
Don't forget to compress plan.
Compare.
Yes.
Compare prices. Very good. Don't forget to compare prices. All right. So comparing prices is the most important thing to remember. And she told him that KR Electric is the biggest store in the city and their prices are the lowest. Good. Now we're going to talk about the rules. Superlative adjectives. Use superlative adjectives to compare three or more things. Okay? Three or more things. Use the plus adjective plus est to the end of the adjective with short adjectives. Like this example. KR Electric has the lowest. Lowest. So we used the and then the adjective low. Then we added est to the end of low to change it to a superlative adjective. Lowest price. And we use the most plus adjective with long adjectives. So we don't add with long adjectives, we do not add est to the end of it. Okay? Like this example. It's the most important thing to remember. It's the most important thing to remember. Some adjectives are irregulars, like these three. Good, comparative is better, superlatives, best. Bad, worse, and worst. Far, farther, and farthest. Remember when we talked about the comparatives before, correct? So now it's the superlatives. Okay? Do you see the difference? This is the adjective. We use adjectives to describe things. Like the weather is good. The weather is good. Let's say today the weather is good. To compare the weather between this week and last week, we will say this week's weather is better than last week's. Oh, or last week. Okay? So we use comparatives. To use superlatives, we will say this month's weather is the best in the year. So I compared this week's or this month's weather with the whole year. You understand? Okay. Remember, comparative adjectives compare two people or things. Comparatives to compare two people or two things. Unlike the superlatives are to compare three or more things. Okay? For example, KR Electric is bigger than ABC Electric. Two places. This one is bigger than this one. Tanya is more helpful than John. Two people. Tanya and John. And with the comparative helpful, it is a long adjective, so we didn't add er to the end, but we added more to the beginning. Okay, or before the word helpful. Questions so far? Anyone have a question? No questions. Okay. Spelling rules. When the adjective is short and ends in one vowel and one consonant, double the last letter and add est. So this rule, this first rule, is exactly the same rule as the comparative adjectives. But with the comparative adjective, we added er. Here we add est. Look at the example. Big, biggest. We doubled the G because it has one vowel, one consonant. So we double the last one, which is the consonant, and then we add est. Biggest. When the adjective ends in e, we only add st, like this. Nice. Nicest. We already have e at the end of the word nice, so we only add st to the end of it. When the adjective ends in y, change the y to I and add est, like this example. Happy, happiest. We changed the y to I and then we added est. You have in your packets, you have these rules available. Okay? Here's the superlative adjective. This is the first rule, and this is the second, or the spelling rules. Okay? You can copy these rules in your notebooks so you can practice more. Also, it is available in the student lessons section. Okay? Under presentation. So you can read them here and you can read them in your worksheets. Questions so far? Anyone? Is there anything that you don't understand? No questions? Okay. Now let's practice. We need to complete the table with the superlative from the adjectives below. So, Nihad, let's start with you. We have the adjectives here. We have the superlatives or the superlative adjectives.
The biggest.
The biggest. Very good. Bumo? Very good. Cheapest. Yes. Cheap, cheapest. Okay. Uh, Muanja. Is that Muanja here? Yeah, Muanja. Can you answer this question? Can you give us the superlative adjective of comfortable, of the adjective comfortable? Okay, go ahead. Hmm. Now remember, comfortable, yeah. It's not difficult. Let's go back to the presentation here. Now, look, we use the most plus adjective with long adjectives. Long adjectives. Now, comfortable, is it is it long adjective or short adjective? It's a long. Okay. What do we use? Very good. The most, and we don't change anything in the adjective. We keep it as it is, okay? So here it's going to be what? The, very good. The most comfortable. Now it's easy, correct? Now you understand. Okay. Imani. Um, Mwanja, do you understand this one? Are you good? Okay. If you have a question, please ask me. Imani, are you there? Okay, I don't think he's available. Nihad, difficult? Do you think it's a short or long adjective?
Difficult, most difficult.
The most difficult. I don't know. I mean, we will check later. Okay. Bumo,
The dusting,
how do you spell it? So I changed Y to I and add EST. Okay, the dirtiest. Good. Muanja, back to you. Yes. Good. Can you change it to the to a superlative? Mm-hmm. Is it long adjective or short adjective? That's short. Okay, so what do we do? Goodest. Uh, this one, good, is one of the irregular adjectives. It's one of the irregular adjectives. So good in comparatives, it will become better, and in superlatives, it's best. Okay? So, what do we put here? Best, yes. Very good. Right. Nihat, expensive? Can you do expensive, Nihat? Very good. Okay. Bumo, far. Far does. Very good. Okay. Mwanja, hot. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the presentation here. Let's go back to the rules. Yeah. Or no, let's do the spelling rules. So the word hot, it's like big. It has one vowel and one consonant. So what do we do? Very good. So here, what do we do? The hottest. The hottest. Okay. Nihad, large. Do I need to add E? Okay, because yes, very good, because we already have Bumo, noisy. The noisiest. Very good. What do I do? Do I keep the Y? Good. We change the Y to I. Very good. Mwanja, old. The oldest. Very good. One D. Yes. Because look here, the difference between old and hot, they are both have three letters. They are both short adjectives. That is good. Okay. But the difference between this one and this one is that hot, it has the vowel in the middle. Okay. And it ends with a consonant. Old, the vowel is at the beginning of the word. Okay. And it has two consonants in the middle and at the end. So we don't need to double the D. We keep it as it is and we only add EST to the end of it. Okay? Okay. Nihat, please. Quietest. Like this. Okay. Okay, Bumo. Mhm. Smallest. Mwanja, tall. Very good. And Nihat, the last one. One. All right. Now let's check and see if we did everything correct or if we have any mistakes. Good. We have them all correct. Right. Now on these exercises, we need to complete these sentences with the superlative form of the adjective. So uh, we have adjectives, and we will need to complete these sentences with the correct form of the superlative. That means we need to change the adjective to a superlative. Okay. So number one, we have fish, cheeseburger, pizza. Fish, a cheeseburger, and pizza. Can you complete the sentence? Mm, I don't know. The healthiest food is fish. Okay, so here we have three things. We have three things comparing between them. So, what is the healthiest food between these three? Is it cheeseburger or pizza or fish? The healthiest food is fish. Okay? healthiest food is fish. Okay. Number two. Can you do number two, please? We have the bathroom, the bedroom, and the living room. Okay. So the smallest room in the apartment is what? The living room, the smallest. Okay, which one? Mwanja. Bathroom. Okay. We have Russia, Guatemala, and Mexico. There you go. Very good. How do you spell biggest? Excellent. Russia. Okay, number four. Nihat. Nihat, you still there? I don't know. Mwanja, can you do number four, please? Okay. Mm-hmm. By car. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's okay. Yeah, you'll answer the next one. No problem. All right. So the fastest way to go places is by car. Is that what he said? Is that your answer, Monja? No car? Oh, bike. Okay. Okay. Nihal, please answer this one. The warmest weather is in July. Okay, let us check. Okay. What? I already. Okay, we have it on mistake. Let's see. Correct yourself. You say train? Do you agree? Mwanja and Bumo? Car. Okay. So we have two people say car, so let's go with car. Okay, check again. No, it's the train. Okay. So the fastest way to go places is by car, by train. All right. Okay, now we need to complete the conversation with the superlative form of the adjectives. So let's have the conversation between Bumo and Mwanja. You have these spaces here. You need to change the adjective into a superlative and put it in the correct place. So, Bumo, you want to start? What is the best? Yes, shoe store in the mall. Right. Mwanja? Mwanja, can you do number two, please?
The practiced shoes, but the
Okay, let's do number two first. The prettiest. Okay, but they are.
best is
Yeah. How to do this adjective into a superlative? This one? Mm, no, we have expensive. It's okay. Now think about it. Is this a long adjective or a short adjective? Okay. So what do we do with long adjectives? No, we're talking about this one, expensive. Okay, let's check with Nihad. Nihad, can you do this one? Number three, most expensive. So Mwanja, if you see here, expensive is a long adjective. And with long adjectives, we don't change anything in the adjective, but we only add the most to the beginning of it. Okay? Bart's place, sell the prettiest shoes, but they are the most expensive too. Okay? Boom. Number four.
When the seekers is on the second floor.
The cheapest. Yes, very good. Shoe store is on the second floor. It's called Good Price Shoes. Okay. Uh, okay, one more question. My husband need a new shirt. Is CV Man a good store? Right. Nihad, do number five, please. No. So is okay. Go ahead. Yes. The most helpful salespeople too. Nihad, you said here the nicest. Okay, and the last one, Bumo. It's the farthest store from the elevator. Okay, check. Or is there anything you want to change? Check. Let's check. Very good. All the answers are correct. Now, what I need you to do is to we have came to the end of our class today. On your packets, let me see here. No, not this one. Okay. If you log into your Burlington English, I will need you to do the exercises from 1 to 7. Okay? 1 to 7. We will do the rest in the class. Uh, what's today? On Wednesday. We will do the rest on Monday. Okay? All right. Thank you very much for coming and joining our class today. See you on Monday. Yeah. Yes. So, okay, when you log into your account, you go to courses, okay, and we do this one, high beginners. It's the orange one. You see the color here? It's orange. High beginners. You click on it and you go to student lessons and number 4, money matters, and then you go again to number 4, grammar superlative. Okay? And remember, you have to choose away from school. You don't choose in school with the instructor. You choose away from school. Okay? And you do from 1 to 7. Okay? All right. You have a good day. Okay, bye bye.